And now, live from Hauppauge, home of the Hauppauge Nathaniel Hawthorne Appreciation Society, it's the Early Afternoon Show with your host, Jimmy Davies. And now, without further ado, your handsome and humble host, welcome him, Jimmy Davies, giving you what you want.
Thank you. Thank you, Hauppauge. Thank you, girls, for waiting for my humble introduction. You know, something that I don't quite understand, this game of soccer, they play it in all of these hot countries. You know, it's so hot, it's so sticky, isn't it? Oh, God, it is. It's so sticky everywhere these days. You know, I want to go where it's lukewarm. Where is it lukewarm? Or is it always room temperature in the world? Is this a rhetorical question? There are other people that are lukewarm. Why can't I be? You know, then I can finally think. I have things that I want to think about. Maybe Oregon. Maybe Oregon. Then I could finally be lukewarm. That great land of sycamores and maple syrup. No, not Oregon. I don't want to be lukewarm in Oregon. There's too much discrimination I hear from the people who are discriminated against there. The lukewarmness all the time doesn't counteract. It doesn't retrofit the discrimination. It's so ugly. Anyway, today we have two guests in one, two girls, Hillary and Rhoda, who are from
the Hauppauge Young Atheists Collective.
The Hauppauge Young Atheists Collective. You know, I won 2 tickets to the outdoor screening of Finding Nemo at your atheist raffle last week. I think I'm going to ask that cashier at the grocery store if she likes movies.
Have you ever questioned if your one true God were actually not the one true God? If there were no true gods at all?
I've questioned lots of things.
The idea of God is ridiculous.
I heard that phrase going around at the raffle.
The harsh fact is that all civilized societies have at their very core the mythical fiction of a god or a series of gods created to placate and paralyze the common people.
People are placated and peaceful for once. Isn't that nice?
They are at peace because only the dead are at peace.
You know, I'm at peace when I'm asleep. If there were a religion of sleeping, I'd be that one.
As we're learning more about the past societies of the past, we're learning that logic dictates the non-existence of any one true God.
That sounds reasonable. Tell us about your organization. This is the set of the Early Afternoon Show. It's not much, I admit.
As doe-eyed children, young yet always keenly aware of the menaces of deception, we were dragged by our parents to the First Lutheran Church of Christ of Hauppauge. It was there we read through the Gospels and the hymns, saw past the sacrificial offerings and the handshakes. As we, disillusioned and embittered, grew out of our kid gloves, we started to organize. We stole from the penny basket, spat in the holy water, tripped the altar boys, any thinly veiled gesture to disseminate our truth to the masses. From these humble origins, we, the Hauppauge Young Atheists Collective, have become the only legitimate, self-sustained atheistic organization in all of Hauppauge. Spreading our message of hopelessness to anyone who will listen.
You know, I always thought atheism was more of a personal belief than an organized religion.
We are an organized belief.
You know, I've always considered myself an agnostic.
That's the first sign of your spiritual weakness, of your willingness to submit to the whims and caprices of our society. Then from there, before you realize what's happened, you find yourself in an unwanted marriage with an unwanted child in an unwanted home with an unwanted backyard.
I want the Aquaman action figure with the motorized flapping action, and I want it now.
Henry, get off your knees and explain yourself.
Henry is reenacting a scene from one of our passion plays.
The keys to your car are on the kitchen table between your copious purchases.
Henry, you're an atheist?
I'm not just any atheist, Jimmy. I'm a proud member of the Hauppauge Young Atheists Collective. I lasted almost 23 minutes at the last prayer.
What's a prayer?
It's where we atheists gather together and see who can go the longest without praying.
Look, I have a certificate and everything to prove it. The idea of God is ridiculous.
Thanks, Henry. Huh. Seems pretty interesting. Where can interested parties go to inquire about your organization?
We hold weekly exorcisms, and every second Tuesday we rent the Hauppauge Elks Lodge for potluck dinners.
I brought the peppercorn turkey last time, but there wasn't enough for everybody.
I thought the Elks excluded atheists.
Our parents are elks.
I've memorized the Hauppauge Young Atheists Collective commandments. The first commandment, thou shalt not believe in God. The second commandment, thou shalt not kill out of fear of retribution of false gods. The third commandment...
No, what about people who are worried that atheism will conflict with their current religion?
I would tell them to convert. We have a formal application procedure for membership that includes full denunciation of previous religion.
And what if they're not convinced by your charming ideas?
Mommy, can we go to the mall, Mommy, and buy expensive shoes and eat at the new rainforest-themed restaurant that they ate at on the last episode of Gilmore Girls? Can we, Mommy?
No, we can't. Mommy is working on her novel.
But you've been working on that novel for 12 years.
I know that. Now shut up and go bother your father.
Yeah, that sounds like my mother.
It sounds like every God-fearing mother of every God-fearing family.
Daddy, Mommy said that I can get roller skates so I can be like every other kid in the neighborhood.
Oh, shut up and go bother your mother again. I'm using whatever tools are helping me cope.
Mommy, can I get roller skates? Can I, Mommy?
That's enough, I said. I wish I were an atheist so I wouldn't have to deal with this.
Why are we still hardworking Lutherans?
We're
Going to convert to atheism. We're saved. Quick, call the orphanage and a good divorce lawyer.
Wow. Another miracle witnessed on the early afternoon show. Where can people go to register for not believing in God anymore?
Rhoda is always walking around town somewhere with our register.
What about those who want to be an atheist but don't have the means to travel outside their home?
They can call our atheist hotline.
Another miracle witnessed on the early afternoon show. This time courtesy of a few humble guerrilla atheists. Thanks for tuning in, Hauppauge. Good afternoon.